Okay, so this is something that I've never really considered talking about ever in any of my tabletop role-playing anything forever, but after a little bit of Doomsday Dawn last week, it dawns on me, to pardon the pun there, that one of the most famously, classically broken spells in D&D and Pathfinder has become, dare I say it, yeah, fair? I don't know what world this is, but it's a world where we're going to talk about Wish and why Wish isn't as overpowered as it used to be, and therefore not an auto ban in your Pathfinder playtest games. If you guys are liking what you're seeing, remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Ding the bell to stay caught up on all your Pathfinder 1st and 2nd edition content. Of course, we should have those Pathfinder 2nd edition blogs rolling out, you know. Anytime, Paizo. We'd all like to know what's going on over there. Anyway, it's Tiki's Through the Artificer. This episode was brought to you today by... And why, yes, I said that a little backwards. Because the world is backwards. Because Wish is playable. Yeah, okay, so before I tell the story of Wish and how crazy it is, and yes, in the comments, please tell me all the shenanigans you've gotten up to with this spell, I have to tell you another story. And full disclosure, it's a Doomsday Dawn spoiler for those of us out there who still may be playing through or have yet to watch it here. At the beginning of When the Stars Go Dark, you fight a bunch of things. After fighting those bunches of things, everyone in the party gains the ability to cast Wish as an innate spell once. Now, as I was prepping Doomsday Dawn, I saw this and, well, you know, I, gentleman and scholar, said to myself, no, they don't get Wish. That's dumb. That breaks the game. No, 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 no. And so they didn't get it. And now, actually, you know, Robin, Dan, Ellie, Chewie, John, I'm gonna renege it. You guys can have Wish. You heard me say it here. We're gonna make it happen because it's been, I will not say nerfed, but I will say it has been brought into line with the rest of the spells that are, like, you know, on the spell lists that our characters have. Now, let me tell you what I mean. For those of us who may never have played Pathfinder 1st Edition, 3.5 D&D, etc., Wish is basically the best spell you could cast forever and ever and ever at a standard action for 25,000 gold. Not that hard to get once you're that level. Bam, reality is altered. Now, back in the day, this had a very long list of things Wish could do. Duplicating spells, granting buffs to ability scores, removing afflictions, reviving the dead, transporting folks, undoing misfortune. A classic way that my group used to get around the almighty deck of many things. Well, you just standard action, nah, no Dreadwraith, put it away. No, my friends don't betray me, actually. My friends love me. But nevertheless, a lot of that stuff caused the game to get really out of hand and, like, super abused. In the playtest, it looks the same, but there's a pretty big distinction. In the playtest, Wish is an arcane spell at level 10. That means if you took a class feat as your capstone, you have this. The Wish of the playtest will duplicate an arcane spell of 9th level or lower, a non-arcane spell of 7th level or lower, or, flat, produce any effect whose power level is in line with the above effects. No longer the gigantic table of, here's an inherent buff to my ability score, here's a transport, revive all the dead at once, etc. What makes that fair and not just abusively overpowered, in this one's humble opinion, is that third line. Produce any effect whose power level is in line with the above effects. Of course, there still is that the GM might let you do some weird stuff, but bad things may happen if you do. Be careful, you know, what you wish for. Yeah, I had to say it. Sorry, guys. But that third line is so key because that third line is not a definitively spelled out, do this, plus this, to this, etc. Now, one of the things I dislike about the Pathfinder playtest is how some things are pretty vague. That vagueness is super important because that vagueness puts it in the hands of the GM to be like, yes, that works, or no, that does not work. It's not just a flat, oh, got a giant plus to my strength on top of my other pluses to my strength. Look how strength I am, everyone. Punches wall disintegrates. Welcome to high level Pathfinder. And I'm starting to realize that that level of vagueness, that level of GM makes the call is really important for, you know, mega powerful magic, especially when we consider that everybody has it now. It's no longer wish for the arcanes, miracle for the divines. No. Arcane casters get wish, divine casters get miracle, the primal caster has primal phenomena, and the occult caster has alter reality. All of which producing basically the same effect, worded differently depending on, you know, your spell list. Is one inherently better than the other? No, not necessarily. And that duplicate power in line with, again, lets the GM in a game where, yeah, sure, do what you want, let's have fun, lets you break the game wide open, or if you're just trying to, like, revive the dead, we can flip over to raise dead and be like, yes, it's like that. And power levels, power creep, things of that nature, are only ever as powerful as the GM allows them to be. My favorite phrase as a GM, aside from witches get stitches, we'll talk more about that later when we do our witch optimization video in Legacy Pathfinder, is anything you can do, I can do with more hit dice. That vagueness makes that a little easier on a GM, especially a new GM, to see you cast Wish, it does the thing, okay, cool. I will buff my stuff to that thing plus X to be able to, you know, stand up to it. Which is, again, doubly relevant considering the Bard, Cleric, Druid, Wizard, Sorcerer all will have access to Wish level magic, or just under 50% of the classes that we see in the playtest. And you know what else? Considering that we have an entirely new level of spells basically for these spells, sure, okay, there are other spells on our lists at 10th level, sure. Time Stop looks real good. No argument for me, but I feel like at level 20, if you're taking a feat for a spell which no longer has that expensive material component, just saying, it should be allowed to have the ability to break the game, but again, its vagueness allows the GM to roll with it, allows the GM to allow crazy things to happen without, like, the Munchkin-y rocket tag that high-level Pathfinder of yore used to be, and I really, truly, I can get behind this. I'm surprised. I feel like this level of magic shouldn't be something that is built around. I think you're just taking the narrative and rolling it up into a ball and throwing it 90 degrees to the left. Welcome to Pathfinder. But what do you guys think about all this? Are we allowing Wish in our games? I actually will be having, in addition to our Final Fantasy D20 giveaway, if you'd like to play some Legacy Pathfinder and carry a Buster Sword while doing so, by the by, follow this card right up here. We will have a very high level Pathfinder 2nd Edition giveaway, which will be announced in the near future, and Wish probably plays a role. So that's fun. Anyway, that's all I have to say for today, guys. Again, thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, ding that bell. This Saturday on Min-Maxing for Fun and Profit, we're building, I guess I'm still going to call it this, because it's still this right now, at Chaotic Good, a paladin. Break out your star knives, kids. Praise Desna! See you then.